Welcome to Beijing. While in Beijing, you'll tour Tiananmen Square. At 100 acres, it is the world's largest public square, flanked by an assortment of historic buildings, huge museums and monuments, including Mao's mausoleum. You explore the square and walk through the Gate of Heavenly Peace under the framed portrait of Chairman Mao to enter a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Forbidden City, the symbolic center of China. Completed in 1420, the Forbidden City is the world's largest palace complex and China's most magnificent imperial architecture. It consists of many buildings with 999 rooms on a 250-acre compound. It's protected by a 20-foot wide moat and a 32-foot high wall. Now known as the Palace Museum, the Forbidden City was the exclusive domain of the imperial court, where outside visitors were forbidden for 5 centuries. You will explore the imperial treasures in the grand palaces and pavilions, exquisite courtyards and gardens, and what was once the residence of China's rulers. We will also tour the hutongs of Beijing. These narrow, ancient alleys give you an opportunity to discover the sights and sounds of local Beijing life. You'll see the locals as they go about their daily lives and tour the maze-like alleyways and courtyards. This hutong visit includes a tour of a traditional courtyard home and a trip to the local market. You can also take a leisure walk along the Lotus Lane. You will tour the Summer Palace, once the summer retreat and playground for the imperial family and royal court during the late Qin dynasty. Considered the finest Chinese imperial garden, the Summer Palace spans over 700 acres with breathtaking views, temples, pavilions, palaces, and halls, including the lavishly painted Long Corridor. It is most associated, however, with the Empress Dowager Cixi, who paid for the extravagant marble boat with funds meant for the modernization of the Imperial Navy. You will enjoy a dragon boat ride across the picturesque Kunming Lake at the Summer Palace. This is truly a journey of a lifetime. Your tour includes a visit to the Temple of Heaven, the largest temple complex in China and a paradigm of Chinese architectural balance and symbolism. One key element in China's architectural genius was the blending of the monumental with the delicate, and the Temple of Heaven is perhaps the finest expression of this mixing of near opposites. During each winter solstice, the Ming and Qin emperors would perform rites and make sacrifices to heaven, praying for good harvest for their empire. The most striking edifice is the Hall of Prayer of Good Harvest, which according to the emperor's feng shui masters is the exact point where heaven and earth meet. Built in 1420 without the use of a single nail, this masterpiece of Ming architecture features triple eaves, dramatically carved marble, and a gorgeous glazed roof that symbolizes the color of heaven. This 120-foot high structure is fixed by 4 inner pillars representing the seasons, and 2 sets of 12 columns denote the months and traditional Chinese divisions of day. Your tour will also stop for a photo opportunity at the Olympic Village, better known as the Bird's Nest. You'll visit the exterior portions of this huge complex, the main stadium of the 2008 Beijing Olympics. We will travel to the northwest of Beijing to visit the Sacred Way of the Ming Tombs. This is regarded as China's finest example of imperial tomb architecture. Situated in a peaceful valley, the site was chosen by the Ming emperors as the burial place for its auspicious feng shui alignment. A ridge of mountains to the north cradle the tombs on 3 sides, opening to the south and protecting the dead from the evil spirits carried on the north wind. Here you will walk along the elegant sacred way that leads to the tombs. Beginning with the grand marble gateway more than 400 years old, The long avenue is lined with 36 massive stone sculptures, of officials, lions, elephants, camels, and mythical beasts. When you think about travel to China, you undoubtedly have thoughts of the Great Wall of China. Construction of the Great Wall started over 2,000 years ago during the Qin dynasty, when China was unified under the first emperor. The wall was designed to keep out foreign invaders. Due to the enormity of the wall's construction, the project continued for centuries. Once completed, it linked up sections of the wall that the former independent kingdoms created. An estimated 180 million cubic yards of earth was used to form the core of the wall. Legend has it that among the building materials used was the bodies of workers who died during the construction of the project. The wall worked as an elevated highway system, transporting men and equipment across the mountainous terrain. Its beacon tower system used smoke signals to transmit news of enemy movements. The Great Wall meanders through China's northern mountain ranges from the Gobi Desert to the Yellow Sea, a distance of over 3,500 miles. During the Ming Dynasty from 1368 until 1644, a determined effort was made to fortify the Great Wall. This time the construction was continued with bricks and stone slabs like we see on the wall today. It's estimated that the project used some 60 million cubic yards of bricks. The Ming construction of the Great Wall took over 100 years. The cost in both effort and resources were phenomenal. The wall was largely forgotten after the Ming Dynasty. Mother Nature has reclaimed sections of the wall. It wasn't until recent history that the wall has become a tourist destination. With China Spree, you'll not only visit the Great Wall of China, but experience it in more ways than one. You'll learn some of the fascinating histories and legends of this engineering marvel. You'll ride up a lift to the highest point of the wall. Once there, you'll get amazing panoramic views of this ancient edifice. You'll explore its impressive watchtowers, ramparts, and carriageways. You might even get challenged to a game of ping pong at the local coffee shop. Your journey to the Great Wall of China is not only a highlight of your journey with China Spree in Beijing, but it's something you'll never forget.